Thank you for choosing to be to become a part of the Minaida family. And we say welcome to Minaida Rideshare in Liberia. Minaida Rideshare has been created to establish transportation convenience in Liberia because we have observed the high level of inconvenience that exists in the transportation sector in Liberia. The purpose of this video is to show us the process in downloading Minaida app and also explain to us how the function of Minaida app will serve you the convenience that you desire. Let's get started. First, the first thing we want to do at the moment is that we want to go over to our settings. It doesn't matter whatever phone you have right now. If you have Android, whether it is a Samsung or respectfully, and I say this respectfully, a Chinese phone, the way we actually this is the name we've given to the phones of such category in Liberia. So that's the best way I can really identify with that. But if you have your phone with you, whatever phone you have, you want to go over to your settings first. In your settings, search location. And as you can see, the locations has display. And you want to go over to, you want to make sure every phone is different, every device is different. The device I'm using right now is showing me one category of location. So I'm going to tap on it and make sure my location is turned on. So that's the first step. Make sure your location is turned on in your cell phone settings. Please make sure it's turned on first. The next step will be that we will go over to the Play Store. I'm sorry, guys. Go over to the Play Store. That's the reason why I chose to make this video more interactive, so that we all can just relax and go through the process and learn the function of the app to be able to enjoy this convenience. So you want to go over to whatever device you have. If you have an iPhone, of course, you want to go over to your App Store. If you have the Android or some Chinese phone, like I mentioned earlier, you have Samsung, you want to go over to your Play Store or wherever you normally download your apps. You want to go over to that particular area and search Google Maps. That's the second step. Google Maps. Now, it is giving me the prompt to open this Google Map app because it has already been downloaded on the device. Some device come with the download already completed. Some device you will have to download the app. If you search Google Map and you see that it tells you download, the word may not be like it might say download. You want to make sure you download the Google Maps and take a look at the Google Map. Look at the icon, the design, make sure it's the right one you're actually installing on your phone. So install the right Google Map. Make sure it's the right map you're installing. And you might see download on the space wherever you see the word open, you might see download in this area. If you have not downloaded the Google Map, or if the Google Map did not come with your phone, you download the Google Map, follow the prompt, download. For some individuals, you may or might have the Google Map on your phone, but you'll be required to update your map. Where you see the word open, you might see update. And then you want to go ahead and update your map. After you've done that, now we're about to move forward. The next step will be after we've returned on our location, after we've downloaded the Google map or probably updated the map, we are now going to go over to the App Store or Play Store, depending on the device you're using. And then we're about to download the Minaida app. Minaida. So let's search the word Minaida, Minaida, Minaida Rider. Make sure you're typing all of the words in the search box, Minaida Rider, and you search this app. Now it has been listed as the first on the list. You want to go over to Minaida Rider, and then you want to touch or tap install. So wait for the installation to be complete or completed. I'm sorry guys, the installation has to be completed so that we move forward. Awesome. So after you've installed Minaida Rider, the next thing you want to do is open the app. Let's see how it loads up. Now it tells you allow Minaida to access. You want to use while using the app. That is very important because if you do not allow Minaida to access your location while using the app, as you can see, I chose while using the app as the option there. It may prevent Minaida from actually um, being able to find you or locate your address to show you where you are located currently, your current address. So you always want to make sure that you have while you want to touch or select while using the app. So as you can see, what happened here when you pay close attention, or you can probably take the video back to watch the video. When I open the app and I selected while using the app, what Minaida does is that every time, let's please pay close attention. Every time you open Minaida Rider app, every time you do that, it's going to show you your pickup address. As you can see, the box that says pickup, it is an address in the box. So the pickup address will always be displayed as soon as you open, whenever you open your Minaida app. The pickup address will always be displayed, always. And I'm really emphasizing on this because there are three ways you're going to use your pickup. As you can see, pickup, the pickup box, and the destination box. These two boxes holds the they actually were made to host addresses. So the pickup box is for pickup address. The destination box is for destination address. And there are three ways you can use this box. I'm sorry guys, this is not what I intended, but that's going way ahead of what should be what we should be now. But let's get back to our conversation and our tutoring. And so there are two ways you can use the pickup and destination. There are three ways, I'm sorry. There are three ways you could use the pickup and destination. The first is when you are requesting ride for yourself. Let's take note on that. Every time you're requesting ride for yourself, you would want to always allow Minaida app to show you your address. It will automatically display your address. So your pickup address, as you can see, the reason why it's showing this address is because I'm actually making the video from the US. But the address in Liberia is a little bit different from the address in the US. And we're gonna get to that. I will show us shortly. I'll be showing us shortly the address, how the address looks in Liberia shortly. So if you're requesting ride for yourself, again, you want to open the Minaida app, and Minaida app will automatically display your pickup address. And if you are requesting ride for yourself, please do not change the pickup address. I say this again, please. Please listen. If you are requesting ride for yourself, please do not change the pickup address. All you need to do really is to enter your destination. Say, for instance, my destination is the Invisible Park. As you can see, while I'm typing right now, they're giving me options there. So now I have my destination set. Destination simply means where you're going. That's what it simply means. That if you want to go to the Invisible Park, you want to go to school, you want to go to work, you want to go to the market, wherever you're going, that's your destination. So my destination is set, my pickup address is set, my destination address is set. If I'm requesting a ride for myself, I should be good at this point. But I want to also stress give more information about the destination. So now we have a name to type in the destination box. Invisible Park. For instance, I can type in, for another example, I could type in Nimba. I could type in Lofa. I could type in 9th Street Singer. I could type in Red Light. Red Light. I could type in Broad Street. I could also type in Broadvale. I could type in just different names I'm trying here. You know, as you use the app, you can type in different names. Do not limit yourself. You can play around with the app, try to understand how it works, use your own skill, your own intelligence, and just be able to make sure the app work for you and serve the convenience that it was intended to serve. So for this example, I'm going to use just Broad Street. My destination is not set. You know, it's already set now. So, like I said earlier, why in the case that I do not have the name of the place I'm going, my destination, I do not have the name, and I need to get to that place actually, or I would say I do not have the address, not the name, but I do not have the address to get to where I'm going. What I can do is to get my destination. If I do not have the address to that destination, to where I'm going, if I have a friend or family member or anyone who's at that location, at that address, I'm sorry, who's at that address, what I can do is to communicate with them and ask them to open their Minaida app. And after they've opened their Minaida app, Minaida will show them the address. The address will be displayed just the way it was displayed in your pickup box. It's gonna be displayed in their pickup box also. And then they can send you that address through screenshot or through text message. They can now send you that address. So the address system in Liberia, I'm going to show us one of the ways the address looks in Liberia. So for example, I call my friend named John. I said, John, hey, could you actually open your app and just send me over your address? Because I'm trying to get to John's address. John is my destination. It's where I'm going. I don't have the address. I do not have the address. So I need to speak with John, and John is going to send me open the Minaida app, open his Minaida app and send me his address. Now, let's pretend that John, for example, has sent me his address. And this is how the address actually looks like in Liberia. Um, it's a little different there. So it's mixed with numbers and letters. So if anybody tells you that Liberia does not have an address, just make sure that you tell them that Liberia do have an address. So that's the address. So John sends me the address of where he is by opening his Minaida app, and I received the address through screenshot or text message, whatever means he would choose to send the address. Now I type my destination in, and I'm about to go towards John. I'm going to the address where John actually is. Um, that's the second part of the destination. Remember, the first part was you just have to type the name in the destination box, and if you already have the name of the place. The second part, if you do not have the name of the place, you can communicate with a friend to open the Minaida app and send you the address. And you have to use that address as the destination because that's where you're going. That's where you're going. And then, what if you do not have a friend or family member at that location? There's a way around that. What I would have to do is I just need to know the name of the area, the general name. So if I'm going to a place in red light, a specific place in red light, but I do not know the name of the place, the specific community, and also I really do not have anyone in that community to be able to send me address of any sort. What I would do, because I do not know the name of the community, I do not have anybody in the community, what I would do if I'm going red light is to type in the destination box, red light. You have to type just the general name of the place. And guess what happened? The map is going to adjust itself. I'm sorry, guys. The pickup just changed, and I'm going to use just, going to put it back in there. See how it goes. All right. So let's do this again. So, like I was saying, I'm trying to get to a destination. I'm going to a particular place, and I do not know the address. There is no one at that address to open their Minaida app and send me their address that I could use as my destination to get to them, to get to the address. And also and now I'm pretty much in a place that I have to travel. I have to get to that destination. So what I'm gonna do is the general name of that area. See, I'm going into the red light community area, but I'm going to a specific community. So what I would do, for example, is type in red light and just select the option there. The map is going to adjust, and as you can see on the map, you want to go close to you see the two red pins on the map. One says origin. Origin simply means pickup. It's the same as pickup origin. And the other says destination. And so because you're trying to find your destination address, as soon as you type in red light market, the map will adjust and begin to show you all of the communities in red light market. So as you can see, there's a community called Wool Camp in red light market. There's another one I'm seeing called Pluff. And probably I don't know if it's part-time or something else, but let's use the ones that are close. So I'm looking on the map now I've already entered red light market. I'm looking on the map now to find the name of the community that I'm going to. See how easy that is? So this is the way you could actually get around Liberia, even if you do not have the specific address. All you have to do if you're going Nema County, you want to type in Nema County. And for this example, we are using red light. I actually type in red light, and what it did, the map just adjusted and began to show me all of the communities in red lights just because I type in red lights in the destination box. So now what I have to do, the only thing I can do here is that I could actually expand the map around this destination pin, this red pin that says destination. I can expand the map, I can reduce the map. So I expand the map, and as you expand the map, the purpose of expanding the map is that it shows you more areas. You're able to see more communities within the red light environment. So you expand the map to see more communities. And say now I see that I want to go to Wukiam in red light. All you have to do is to drag this pin right on the word Wukiam and let it go and drop it. As you can see, the map just adjusted itself. If you take a look in the destination box, it's no more red light. It gives you the address for Wukiam. So if you don't have an address to get to the place, you just type the general name of that place. Let's do another example. Let's say I want to get to Lofa County and I don't have the address. What I'm going to do is type in Lofa. Sorry, guys. And then type in Lofa County. And as you can see, the map just adjusted. So I'm going to go through the same process again. And all this, remember, is because I do not know the address and I don't have anyone at that address to open their Minaida app and send me the address that I could then use for, destination. Because if I'm requesting ride for myself, my pickup address will always be automatically decided or automatically displayed by Minaida app once I'm ordering ride for myself. You do not need to change the address. And this is because the address that Minaida shows you in your pickup address box is the address Minaida will send over to your driver to pick you up. So if you change this address and you are requesting ride for yourself, the driver will not find you, and it's going to be a little bit of inconvenience there for you. That's why if you're requesting ride for yourself, please do not change the pickup address. Please do not. So now I let's get back to the destination. I was just giving us a caution there about not changing the pickup address if we are requesting ride for ourselves. But now we are in the destination area wherein, we do not have anyone at that destination. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but I just want this to be as clear as possible. So we do not have any individual at that destination. We do not know the specific community we are going to, but at least we know that we are going to Lofa County. So we type in the destination box, Lofa County, and then go to the map and open up the map. And the map will begin to show us communities, different areas within the Lofa County environment. So now what I can do, say I'm looking for Golata, I can now drag the destination pin on Golata. And you see the map is adjusted and the destination box is adjusted. Now, it may not be the specific address, but at least it got me to the town that I want to be in, the community. And as we know in Liberia, even if you actually get on a bike or keke and tell them you go into Red Lights or Barnesville Estate or Broad Street, you still have to direct them to the specific place you're going. So this is just to help you get to the particular community. And once you get there, you can now direct the biker or the keke driver or the bus driver, whoever they are, to the specific place you're going. But this is just to get you in the community. Now, the second way you can use this pickup and destination address is I'm going to go back and say that for requesting ride for yourself, what you can do is that this address is not static. You say, for instance, you have been picked up. The picked up address 974F plus HC Dappy Town. That's your home address, for example, and you were picked up there in the morning and you were taken to your school. Say for instance, your school address is 5873 plus JR Vonjeman Golata. That's your school address. So you were picked up from this pickup address, and you were taken to the destination where you went to school. Now, if you're coming back from school or from work or from the market, wherever you went, how can you get back to where you were picked up from? All you have to do is to change the address around, move the address, the pickup address into the destination box, and move the destination address into the pickup box. Because in the morning, the Vonjema address was your destination, but now you want to be picked up from Vonjema and you want to be brought over to Derby Town. So you have to flip the address around. You got to move the Vonjema address to the pickup box and move the Derby Town address to the destination, because you're going to be picked up from your school in Vonjema. So you have to switch it around if you're requesting route for yourself. So that's how you move the addresses around. It's not static to just pick up bags or destination bags. It's only static when you are being picked up for the first time. Whenever you open your Minaida app for yourself and you are being picked up for the first time, you don't change the pickup address. But once you are coming back, you always want to I will caution or save your addresses in your phone notes or whatever you can save your address, and then attach names to it. If you have 974F plus HC as your home address, you want to save it in your notes and attach the word home to it. If Vonjeman Golata is your school address, you want to save this in your notes and attach your name of your school to it. So every time you want to reuse the addresses, you can reuse it sometimes for pickup, sometimes for destination. So again, you can use it interchangeably for destination sometimes and for pickup. Let's go to the second way you can actually use this pickup and destination. The first way was just explaining how you can use this for yourself. The second is how you can use it to request ride for someone else. Let's be clear about this. The second way is to request ride for someone else. The first was to request ride for yourself. The second way is a request ride for someone else. This is going to be a little different. What you have to do if you want to request ride for someone else is that you will communicate with the person and say, hey, could you open your Minaida app and send me your pickup address? Now, because you are requesting for somebody else, you are not requesting for yourself. Again, you're not requesting for yourself, you're requesting for someone else. And you will communicate with them to send you their pickup address. When they do, you will now take that pickup address, open your Minaida app. This is where you get to change now your pickup address. So you change the pickup address to example 9799. I'm just using the addresses that we got from Liberia. 9799 89 Greater Monrovia, Liberia. So if you are typing in the addresses, please remember wherever you see numbers, include numbers. Wherever you see letters, include letters. Wherever you see spaces, include spaces. Do not actually make any change to these addresses, or else you might not get the exact address and for the driver or the bike up to pick you up or take you to your destination. Please enter the address exactly as you receive it. So I received the address 977, and I actually made a mistake because it was 9779. And just because I missed one number, it did not even go through. So 9799, and I just type in the full address. So here is the full address. Always type in the address as it was sent to you. Please do not change anything. Whatever you see space, include space. Capital letters, include capital letters. If you see small letters, include small letters. Wherever you see plus sign, numbers, just keep the address consistent, just the way you actually receive it. So now I received the address from my friend John because John wants me to request ride for him. He opened his Minaida app and sent me his address. I take the address and now change my pickup location in my app in my app actually. So I changed the pickup location in my app, and now and I only changed the pickup location because I'm requesting ride for John. And then I also asked John and say, "Hey John, what is your destination? Where are you going?" John said, "I'm going Broad Street." So I type in Broad Street. Now when I make this request, um, the if I choose to make the request, the driver or the backup will go and pick up John to where John is. They are not picking me up now. Let's remember this now because I just changed the pickup address to John's pickup address. John opened his Minaida app and sent me his pickup address. So now what I'm doing is I'm using John's pickup address to request ride for John. And I'm using John's destination to request ride for John. That's the second way you use the pickup and destination addresses. The third way is when you want someone to request ride for you. So this is where it's important. The way the app is built, anybody from anywhere around the world can request ride for you. Yes, it's possible. Anybody from Europe, from Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, from the US, everywhere around the world. All you have to do again is to only open your Minaida app, send the person your pickup address, and send the person your destination address. That's it. This is not even difficult. If you want someone to request ride for you from anywhere around the world, anywhere in Liberia, all you have to do is to open your Minaida app and send them your pickup address and then send them your destination. And remember, we went over the destination, how you can actually move the red pin around the map, how you can actually ask someone who is at the address to open their Minaida app and send you the address. So there's a lot of ways you can do that. You need pickup address and destination address. And I also explained that you can move the addresses around. It's not static. If you were picked up from your home and you got to work, you have to just move the address around. Make the work address now your pickup address and your home address your destination address. So there are different ways you can move the addresses around, and there are different ways you can request ride for yourself, for another person, and another person can request ride for you, no matter where they are around the world. If you understand how to use these addresses as pickup address at one point in time and as destination address. So that's the three ways. You request ride for yourself, you can request ride for someone else, or someone else can request ride for you. That's the three ways you use that. Now we're going to move forward to the next stage. Um, Now that the addresses is set, as you can see on the screen, we see going out of town, we see one-time chatter, we see all-day chatter. So it's self-explanatory. It explains itself. What you will have to do if you want to go out of town is just to touch the box. If you touch the box, it tells you please be at one of the out of town bus or taxi stops to request out of town rides. If you are not going out of town, uncheck this box and tap next. So the reason why we have this caution is because the structure in Liberia for out of town has specific bus stops. And we are always cautioning you to be at the bus stop so that you can be able to request a ride. Some drivers, some individuals, keke, whoever they are, they might pick you up from your house and take you out of town. That's absolutely their preference, their choice. But we always caution you to be at the out of town bus stop to do that. And as you request a ride, you want to go, at the other town bus stop area, and be able to find the driver by his license plate, or there's a code that we have in the app, and we're gonna get there. There's a code we have in the app that you can just show. You can ask the the driver or biker for his code. never disclose your code. Never tell them your code. Always ask for their names and their code and listen to them. And then you can compare the code and the name. We're gonna get there. I'm just giving us a little bit of heads up. But never tell the driver his name. Always ask him, what is your name? What is the code? So let's get back to going out of town. And that's why I said this is gonna be more interactive. So as you can see, the box is now highlighted. It's blue and white. If I'm not going out of town, I will have to tap to touch the box again, and the check mark is removed. If I want to charter one time, I'm gonna also do the same thing. One time charter means you're gonna be picked up and then you're gonna be dropped off, and that's it. One time. So you touch the box and it tells you the same thing. The charter selection should only be used when this charter selection should only be used when you're chartering. If you are not chartering, please uncheck the box and tap next after you've entered your pickup and destination address. So you only use this when you want to charter. If you're not chartering, touch the box again and the box gets empty. As long as that box is highlighted, the price is going to change and increase because you're choosing to request, going out of town or one-time charter. It's the same for all-day charter. So if you do not want to have a vehicle or bike or taxi, whatever it is for the day, please do not touch these boxes. Just allow them to be empty and move forward. So now we do not want to go out of town. For example, we do not want to go for one-time charter or all day. If we want to, we will have to touch the box to highlight the box to make sure that blue and white check mark is in the box. But if we do not need these areas, these different categories, these different options, just please make sure the box is empty, or else your price may be increased, and it's not going to be something that is good for you. But so yeah, that's the first part of this process. Now that we have the pickup address set and the destination address set, you want to tap on next, touch next. As we can see, it explains to us, it says the fares you are about to see may not be accurate. Minaida is working hard to ensure we have accurate prices. However, you only need to select on the next page, a ride category. You can select taxi, keke, bike, small bus or big bus, and then you have to tap request. Tap request ride. Do not panic, please, whenever you see the price. And you will have the opportunity to message your driver about the fare. The fare simply means your price, the price. About the fare or price you can afford to pay, and wait until the driver responds to your request. So this is simply telling you that the prices may be high sometimes, it may be too low sometimes, but we've given you the opportunity. There's a page in this app, there's a function in this app that allows you to negotiate. Yes, you can actually negotiate the price. Just the way you can negotiate with the biker or the driver on Broad Street or in red light and say, hey man, I do not have 250, but I have 230. You can actually negotiate on this app. So that's what we're explaining to you. The price is not accurate. So all you have to do is to make sure that you just you touch OK, and it takes you now to all of the category. As you can see, the economy taxi simply means taxi, just the taxi, regular taxi in Liberia. The XD is for Minaida private cars. They're gonna have their own cars in Liberia pretty soon. And as you see the back, you see walking helper, big bus, small bus, talk, and the keke. You see keke or talk. And as you look down further, you see the number of passengers. I'm sorry, I'm really making this video a little bit tired, but as you can see the number of passengers. If you're requesting for yourself, again, you can just allow the number to stay at 1. If you requesting for more than 1 person, 3, 4 persons, as you go along. But that's where you have to always enter the amount of passengers. Please make sure you enter the amount of passengers, because the driver will receive the amount of passengers that you've entered. And if you request one person and you bring in another person with you, the driver may not allow you automatically. He's going to reject you from entering his vehicle or get actually getting on his back. So please enter the number of passengers that you're requesting for. So now I want to explain something to us before we move forward. I know everybody is concerned about what is the walking helper. This is what walking helper is for. I'm going to touch on it. It's going to explain to you. So walking helper, this walking helper should only be used for help with bags, loads, heavy items, finding a place, or help with finding someone in a community. This category will not provide you with a car or bike. Listen clearly, it's not going to provide you a car or bike, but a person, a real human being, a real person who is close to your location, close to your address, to help you with the above listed items. What's the above listed items? Bags, loads, and heavy items. So what this is for, this was developed so that we can be able to create employment for everybody in Liberia that has pretty much a smartphone. We're getting to the point where we are developing something for individuals with our smartphones, but for now, everybody in Liberia can literally make money from Minaida. But only you will have to download the Minaida driver app to be able to make money. So as if you are in Liberia, you need both apps on your phone. You need Minaida Rider and Minaida Driver on your phone. And you can use the Minaida Driver to make money as a walking helper. And the good thing is, walking helper, you do not need to leave your community. You can sit right before your house, right in your neighborhood, and just go onto your driver app, sign up as a Minaida, as a walking helper. You sign up as a walking helper, and turn your app on, go online, turn your app on, and you can make money sitting in your neighborhood. Anyone who needs assistance with the bags on the road, because I remember when we were young, our parents will have to come with loads and bags. They will have to leave it with someone on the road and then come to the house 15, 20 minutes walk before we go back on the road and pick those bags up and take them home. And also, we were going to new neighborhoods and we were looking for someone, Mr. John, Mr. Paul, or looking for a birthday party, just, and you can't find places. You can't find a particular person you're trying to find. And you sometimes can even be right close to the house and you can walk around almost 2 hours and you have passed the house almost two, three, four, five, six times. So this walking helper will help you to find people. If you're looking for someone in the neighborhood, it will help you to find places, and then you can also be helped with bags and loads. And you get paid through mobile money through the app. It's on the app. You have mobile money. You can literally get paid on the app with mobile money. So that's what Walking Helper is for. You sit in your community and make money. So now, another caution, another prompt again, another caution says, please be on the road at a major stop or at a safe location. This helps the driver to easily find you. Let us, consider the road conditions and the driver's ability to easily find you or to get to you. Taxis, buses, keke may not be able to pick you up from your house. Help us to help you. Let's make transportation better in Liberia. Please, I'm encouraging us, always read this caution. Always. That's why we have it in there, to make the experience very convenient for you. Please always read this instruction. Please do. Now you want to tap request ride. It brings you on this page. This is the page that you can actually negotiate the fare. Just the way you can negotiate with the person on Broad Street or negotiate for anything in Liberia, taxi, bikes. It's the same way you can negotiate. You see the first box says fare estimate and fee. And as you look, you see 150 LRD. The second says negotiate. Ask here for help with fare. You can actually change this number. So if the price is 150 and you do not have 150, you have 140, you can actually say I just have 140. And you can also still change the number of passengers here. If you forgot to change them over there, you can still change them here. You see, as it changes, it increases the price. So if you do not have 150, you can say I want to pay 145, I want to pay 140. Whatever amounts you can afford, you can negotiate on the app. Or if you know that for some reason the prices in Liberia may not be accurate because of the whole lot of changes in price or prices. So if the price is, if you see that the amount here for the distance you want to go is low, if you're used to, if you're always paying $100 and you see it's now $70 or 100 or maybe $80, please don't take advantage of that, because if you request with a very low amount, the drivers and the bikers know the prices for their distances. They are not going to accept your ride request. So always, if you see the price, whether the price is low or the price is too high, all you have to do is just to adjust the price right here. Just adjust the price. If you know 150 is not the price that you normally pay, that's why previously we had a caution that the fare is not accurate. Remember, we say it's not an accurate fare. And this is the page you can make all of the adjustments. So if the price you pay is $100 and you see 150 for this example, all you have to do is just correct the price. Correct the price to $100. You don't want to panic. You don't want to reduce the price, or you don't want to go into any difficulty, because if you enter the right price, you will get a ride request to be, your ride request will be accepted soon. Very early, you get a ride quickly. If you do not enter the right price, then you will not have your ride accepted so quickly, and you can be standing on the road for a very long time without getting to your destination. So please, whether the price is too high or it's too low, all you have to do is to adjust the price right here. And if you feel like the price is $100, but I normally I don't have 100, I only have $90 right now, you can also enter $90. But we have to also caution ourselves that if you enter $90 and make the first request, your route was not accepted, you make the second request again with $90. After you've done that 2 or 3 times, you have to realize that the drivers is not accepting your route because they want to actually have the $100 paid. They don't want $90, because the driver can actually see on their end, it's going to tell the driver the rider is asking to pay this amount of money. And the driver and bikers know their prices for their distances. So if you make a request and you know your ride is not accepted, just increase the price to $95. If it's not accepted and you want to actually, use the right price and request your ride, it's just for you to get to where you're going. You don't want to stay all day requesting ride and your ride is not accepted because the price is too low, and because you're negotiating with a low amount. So let's use this place wisely with the right price, with the negotiation price. And so after you enter the price that you can afford, or you enter the correct price that you pay for that distance, you tap confirm booking and you book your ride. Now it's telling you requesting a ride. Um, whenever the driver accepts your ride, you will be able to see your screen is going to change, and it's going to give you the name of the driver, and it's also going to give you a code. I do not have the picture to show for the code. I don't have any photo right now to show for the code, but as you use the app, you'll be able to see the code. Please, this code is very important. When the driver accepts your ride, by the way, you can actually cancel the ride if you change your mind, and so on and so forth. But after the driver accepts your ride, please, please memorize your code, because I learned that the conditions in Liberia is not good. Your phone could get snatched from you. You could get hurt, exposing your cell phone. You do not want to walk 9, 10 o'clock at night with your cell phone trying to look at the code on your phone screen. As you can see, it's telling you the drivers, there are not many drivers in the area, and you can use another category to request a ride. So if you request a bike, you want to use a new category and request maybe taxi or keke, so you can have your ride to take you home. Because sometimes you may request bike and bikers might not be in the area. Change the category, request, keke, or request taxi so you can get home. That's what it's saying. But again, whenever the driver accept your request, this page is going to be a little different when your request is accepted, and it's going to show you your code. It's not actually showing now. I wish I could actually. Okay, I'm gonna go now to the Play Store. I believe it's on the Play Store to see what's the. Um, I'm gonna show us how it's gonna look. Hopefully, it's on the Play Store for our convenience. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. All right. Oh, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So yes, after it's not on the Play Store now. Okay. But whenever your ride is accepted, what happens is that you will receive you will receive a code, and please memorize that code and the name of the driver. Also, you see the name of the driver, you will see the license plate, the name, the car, the name of the car, the color, and all of the details. But the most important thing you want to pay attention to, the two most important things, is your code. We implemented the code because of safety, and the name of the driver. And you also see the driver's picture. The picture is going to be there. So you can see the face, you can see the name, and you memorize the code and the name. When you get to when you get to see when you get on the road to see the driver, or you standing and the driver come and say, hey, are you John or are you Mary? Always ask the driver for his name and ask the driver for the code. Do not tell the driver your code. Please, let's hear this. Do not tell the driver, oh, my code is 55566. The driver can easily say, oh yeah, that's true. And they can take you somewhere else and hurt you. So always ask the driver, what is your name? What is the code you have? And like I said, by that time you've already memorized the code, you've already memorized the name, and you've actually placed your cell phone away in a safe place, in a bag, in wherever you want to place your cell phone. So your cell phone is safe, you will save, and you memorize your code, and you ask the driver and say, hey, what is the code you have? If he tells you the code, now you compare the code to the code you have. The driver will say the code is 652. Now you look at your code and say, okay, it's 6522. At that time, you probably wrote the code in your hands or use a pen. Back in the days, we would use pens. Or probably you can memorize the code and say, okay, yeah, it's 652. And what is your name? I hope I'm not, I'm being clear here. Always ask the driver for his name and the code. Do not tell the driver his name, or do not say to him, is your name Peter, is your name John? Or do not tell him, my code is 5679. Is that what you have? Don't do that. Allow them to tell you their name, allow them to tell you the code for your own safety. So that's the way you actually go about requesting ride on Minaida, and those are the different functions. But I want to show us just one more aspect. If you look onto the top left where you see the three lines with the white background, this is where you have the different features. Wallet, you can chat with the driver, your history of your ride request, you can edit your profile, you can talk to Minaida support if you have an issue. These videos is going to be actually helpful videos here. We're going to change the words there. You can go there and watch videos about new. We always upload videos about new features, as like the videos I'm doing now, like the video I'm doing now. We will always be able to give you some new features about Minaida, and the videos is gonna be, they are gonna be right here. So you can just come and always watch the videos, the different instruction videos to help you use the app conveniently. And you can also share Minaida. So if you have a family member in Liberia, or you have anybody outside of Liberia, you can share through email, you can search through Messenger, through WhatsApp, regular text message. You have different ways to share Minaida in Liberia and outside of Liberia. You can talk to Minaida support. You can text us and we will respond to you. You can actually, edit your profile, as you see. You can also your history of your rides, different history. You can have the history. And even if you, for instance, this is really cool because even if you used the address before and you forgot to save your address, you can come over to your history and just touch the pin. The A pin represents your pickup address, and the B pin represent your destination address or drop off. So A is for pickup again. You touch it, it's gonna show you the address. And B, you touch on B too, it shows you the address. So if you forgot to save your address for pickup and destination, just come into your history and you can find the address. But like I said, please remember to save your address in your phone. Have notes. You can search notes, save your addresses with the name, and you can always reuse your address. Sometimes for pickup, sometimes for destination. And you can chat with the driver, and you can go from there to go further. Wallet. Now, this is the important part. If you do not have money in your wallet, you cannot request a ride. And if you, we're gonna go back to wallet. So the wallet, if you want to add money to your wallet using Lone Star, you touch Lone Star. If you want to use Orange, you touch Orange. If you want to use bank cards, you touch bank cards. And this is the bank card is mostly for individuals outside of the Liberia. But if you have bank cards in Liberia, that's fine. You can use that too. But this is how you deposit money into your wallet. Orange, Lone Star. All you have to do, you type in your number, your orange number. For example, you type in the amount, and then you hit deposit. And because the number is invalid, just for example, it's not going to go through. But that's how you deposit money to your wallet. You can deposit with Orange, you can deposit with Lone Star, you can deposit with bank card. And if you do not have money in your wallet, you may not be able to book yourself a ride. For example, I'm going to show you guys one example. What happens if you don't have money in your wallet? All right. So I don't have money in my. I have 725, as you can see. I tap next. I go forward. I see like I want to use Keke, request a ride. Now I come to this page, and I say I'm gonna use $800. I have 725 in my wallet. If I want to use more than that, this is what happens. It tells me you do not have enough funds in your wallet for this ride request. Please load funds to your wallet. You tap, you want to touch OK. It brings you to the wallet page, and then you can easily just add money to your wallet. So thank you for joining us to be able to learn Minaida app and how it functions, and share this with family and friends. Give us feedback. Tell us your contribution. We are still open to actually receiving more contributions. Whatever you want us to add to the app, things you want us to subtract, to remove from the app. I'm sorry. Give us some your insights and contributions so that we make the transportation system better in Liberia. Thank you.